Greetings in the name of God, our Creator, Christ, our Redeemer, and the Spirit, our Sustainer. I'd like to take just a moment to give you an overview of what we are hoping to accomplish by God's grace through this initiative entitled Growth is God's Promise. Epiphany faces three unique challenges keeping us from our natural development our faith community is looking to take over the next several years. These three challenges can be defined by three simple words: care, more, and space. First, care. We have a sacred trust in this beautiful God-given facility that we are blessed to enjoy week in and week out for our ministry. Our current facility is in need of a new roof. We're looking to install a new security system, not just to protect the property of the church, more importantly, to protect our children. We're also looking for new external lighting, particularly to the front of the church, not only for security, but for folks to find their way into the building on a weeknight. We're looking to reupholster pews and seats that are now approaching 20 years old. And we're also making plans to repair and replace our HVAC units for cooling and our boiler for heating. These are just a few of the needs that currently are not being funded out of our regular operating budget. The second challenge is a challenge of more. Not more for us, more of us and from us for mission outside of Epiphany, here in Miami Township, the United States, and around the world. We have set a very aggressive goal by 2020 to be a church that dedicates 10% of its operating budget above and beyond the monies we give to the United Methodist Church for our denomination's global ministry, for missions that we're passionate about. The biggest stumbling block that's keeping us from our mission tithe continues to be our debt, the mortgage we currently have. We've been aggressive. We started with $2.2 million. We're now down to around $900,000. We'd like to take this season, this opportunity, to pay more against principal so that we can more quickly arrive at that day when more of our dollars will be used to bless not us, but be given to the poor, the needy, the struggling, and the lost for the sake of Jesus Christ. And now our final challenge that's keeping Epiphany from its next stage of natural congregational development: space. Space specifically for our worship ministries. It is a blessing to be a part of a growing congregation. Over the past several years, we've seen an average growth rate of about 5% per year. This year, we are dealing with a 10% growth rate. Our plan is to renovate the sanctuary in order to make room for about 100 new seats, in order for us to fulfill the mission of making disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world, reaching the neighbors God has given us to reach. Our renovation will seek to double the size of the chancel, the platform area. And finally, when it comes to space, a renovated sanctuary enables us to also remodel and expand our narthex gathering area. A redesigned, larger narthex gathering area communicates to folks that it's okay to stay and linger. Christianity is about relationships with Jesus Christ, and sustaining, strengthening relationships with one another. As your pastor, I ask you now to do three things. First, to pray. Most importantly, pray. Pray for your church, Epiphany United Methodist. Pray for our future vision, and pray about your participation in the Growth is God's Promise Stewardship Capital Campaign. Second, encourage. Be encouraged and be an encourager of others. Change in congregational life is often difficult. There are a lot of questions and there are a lot of challenges in trying to be more and do more together. We can trust that all of our hearts are in the right place as we seek to be a missional church together. Be encouraged that your church is growing, and be encouraged that we are seeking the vision of God together. And then finally, consider offering a gift, a sacrificial 3-year pledge to this stewardship initiative. Plan now to join us the last weekend of October as we gather as the church family, gather at this altar to offer our pledges for this capital stewardship campaign. We'd love to have you here and worship, and everyone is invited, member, friend, or guest, to a celebration meal following your service. No matter your participation in this campaign, every Epiphany person, every person God sends our way is welcome to celebrate the promises that God has fulfilled over the 19 years of our ministry together, and the promises, the rich promises that God has in store for us. Thank you.